let's do this thing and go through the roster.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Should we read names?
Yeah, let's read them in order, starting from the keepers, and then we'll go through the keepers. Do you want to just then go through the keepers and then defenders and go through the defenders, or you just want to read the whole thing?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Okay, let's read them all. You start.
Okay, goalkeepers. We have Alyssa Nair, Casey Murphy, and Aubrey Bledsoe.
And the defenders are Emily Fox, Crystal Dunn, Alana Cook, Naomi, Sophia Huerta, Kelly, and Emily Sonnet.
Midfield, we have Julie Ertz, Andy Sullivan, Christy Mewis, Lindy Horan, Rose Lavelle, Ashley Sanchez, Savannah DeMello.
And then forwards are Megan Rapinoe, myself, Trinity, Soph Smith, Alex Morgan, and Alyssa Thompson.
I went through this list, and more than half of this roster has appeared on Snacks, and I think we need to make it a goal to try to get the rest by the end of the year.
Right. I love that. I love that goal.
Yeah, it's a goal. Okay, so let's start back from the top. The goalkeepers. Alyssa, of course, savior from the last World Cup, constant savior for everywhere and everywhere she ever plays for. Casey and Aubrey both have been in form in the league, but we're just super excited. We'll expect to see Alyssa, and we're thrilled.
I just feel like who knows what's going to happen with the keepers right now. I would assume to see Alyssa, but I also think Alyssa's probably excited. Chicago hasn't been doing too hot. She's probably just excited to get out there for a second. Breathe.
For the defenders, Becky's injury is big recent news here. We are going to have her on this episode, and we're going to hopefully talk to her a little bit about this. But we'll have Alana and Naomi probably at center back, which is awesome. They started one of the She Believes games together. Hopefully Alana and Naomi can just build this center back partnership while you guys are in camp.
I think so. But what I think is also crazy, talking about versatility and stuff, is that you have, because now that Becky's not there, who is the other natural 100% center back? We don't have one. So you have Sonnet who can jump in there. You have Julie who's played center back before. Maybe she jumps back there. I don't know. I'm interested to see how that.
I feel that's what's I think so interesting about having this set roster is that versatility just becomes so valuable, and it gives you more opportunities to get on the field. I'm excited. I mean, I think the back line, as the lineups we've seen recently, will expect Foxy and Crystal at outside back, but there's great options at outside back with Sonnet, Kelly, and Sophia Huerta as well. The back line's experience, especially with Crystal and Kelly, it's a younger team, but the back line I feel is really solid. These players are all doing great in the league, and they've been doing great for this team this year.
Oh, I agree. And in the midfield, I think we're stacked in the midfield as well. We have Lindsay Horan, who's going to lead that line. Now that Becky is down, do you think that we expect to see Lindsay as the captain? Do you think that goes to out? I'm just curious to see that, who takes that captain role. You have then Rose and Andy. Obviously Rose is coming off of an injury, but I'm gonna just assume, I don't know anything about Rose's injury, but I'm just gonna assume that she's just gonna come out and she's bubble wrapped herself and say, you know what, the most important thing right now is the World Cup, and let me just get ready for that. So I'm not worried at all. I think she's just gonna come in seamlessly and just do the Rose thing.
Same. I have no doubts about Rose. She is just incredible, and she in big moments is so up for the challenge. So you're right. I agree. The midfield is really, really strong. Andy Sullivan, Julie, Ashley Sanchez, Savannah DeMello, all doing well, all playing in the league right now. Ashley Sanchez is scoring goals. Savannah DeMello is scoring goals. This is great. And like we said earlier, Julie's versatile.
What about Christy Mewis?
We got Christy Mewis. Everybody needs a Christy Mewis on their team. I think it's such a creative group. I think there's a lot of flair in the midfield. There's a lot of that pretty ability to dance on the ball kind of. So I think it's just a really strong group.
Yeah, play the through passes, draw people in, and then exploit them. I think Savannah DeMello is such a good for her. That's all I can say. It's good for you. You played your way onto the national team.
I know. I think it's proof
incredible.
That the NWSL is it's important and it matters. And if you do well there, you're going to get a chance. I'm pumped for her.
So am I.
Every time I watch her play, I'm it makes sense.
Yeah, you're scoring goals. She's playing with a confidence that is unreal. And I think that you need that confidence going into a World Cup and a major tournament, especially when things can get all crazy. So I'm just really excited for her. I've never, besides we played them obviously this past weekend, but besides that, I've never met her, but she just seems so nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't know what
love
that means,
too.
but I like it.
I love that too. The forwards, the headline, Lynn Williams, of course. Tons of options up there. I feel like, again, like expecting a 4-3-3 as you have always been playing for months and months and years. But we have Sophia Smith. We have Trinity Rodman. We have Lynn. We have Pino. We have Alyssa Thompson. We have Alex. Like, so much attacking prowess. Pino coming in for set pieces, for PKs. We talked to her on an episode a few months ago, and she seemed like she had totally embraced her role. So I'm like thrilled for her and excited to see her back on that stage that she just like totally exploded on last time.
Yeah, I think that some things people don't talk about with Pino. Well, one, now that Becky is obviously not coming too, like having that leadership, but Pino's ability to talk to the press and like take that whole role on and not really let it affect her allows everybody else to go and just do what they need to do on the field and not feel the pressure to be that person because Pino is just naturally that
Yeah.
charismatic, outgoing, like attention grabbing in the best way human being. So I think that like that's something that we don't talk about enough. And then I know we have Alyssa who's getting her first World Cup. She's I think the youngest one on our team, but obviously so deserving, has been killing it in the league. She's like electric. Watching her, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, you're doing great.
I know.
I'm just like, I'm so excited to get it started. I'm so excited that like we don't have to keep this secret in anymore.
I know.
I
I know.
can't
It's
wait.
really fun to talk about it.